Alright guys, and welcome back. This is Chapter 3. The recent series of incidents with his teammate Casper Ackermann both on and off the track have marred the start of Aiden Jackson's rookie F1 season. With the French Grand Prix coming up, Jackson is keen to find the form that brought him so much success in FP2. Let's go to the French Grand Prix.
It's a great day for racing here at Le Castellet, and the drivers are making their final preparations on the grid. Let's hope for a thrilling contest then, here at the French Grand Prix. Six lefts and 9 rights give us a total of 15 corners here at the circuit Paul Ricard.
I guess we're starting this
an
one.
overall distance of 3.6 miles. Average speeds will be somewhere in the region of 142 miles per hour, and they'll be maxing out on the Mistral Straight at around 205 miles per hour. Here we are then at the circuit Paul Ricard in France, the 10th race of the 2020 Formula One season, and the standings are starting to take some kind of shape, Ant.
Yeah, exactly. You've got your big three jostling for position at the top, so no surprises there. A little less predictable in the midfield, though you could make an argument for Racing Point underperforming somewhat.
The two Racing Point drivers denying each other points, perhaps. Well, it's all to race for, and a lot of season left ahead of us. So let's see how it all pans out.
I guess we are starting this race.
With the race minutes away from starting,
Where are we starting? On the grid.
Looks like an immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday.
Of course.
Position, edging out Max
They really need to fix the driver rankings.
We have Bottas, Leclerc, Daniel Kvyat, and Ricciardo.
Huh?
Norris, Vettel, Sainz, and Pierre Gasly. Ocon, Ackermann, Devin Butler, and Albon. Giovinazzi, Grosjean,
Wow.
George Russell, and Aiden Jackson.
We are starting way down here.
And Nicholas Latifi. That's it then. It's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Okay, we've not quite had the start of the season we'd hoped for, but we've got a chance to make up some ground today. Try to keep your nose clean and show us what you've got. Good luck, Aiden.
All right, let's go to the race. Shit. Get a huge leap up. And we are past our teammate. We are trying to pass our teammate. And he sticks right beside us there. Oh, man. We are going to cut inside there. As we have to get up to Ocon in this race. Tuck in behind Vettel. Didn't have a good start, it looks like. Vettel does not give any room there at all. So we just kind of slam into him in that corner. This is a rough and bumpy racetrack. Whoa, 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 okay. Made a huge collision there with Ocon. Vettel gets back around us. And we go way wide.
Okay, you're in the
Got
top
some
10.
vibrations now. Been in the top 10. What a first lap, though, man. From 18th to 10th, 9 positions. Can't make the pass there as he locks up into the corner. Try the cut back on Vettel. Vettel still not giving us any room. So we just kind of made contact and forced him out of the way. Can we get the job done on Ricardo now? He's still with Renault. Round the outside we go. He's got the inside line there. And he's just blocking the road, parking where we need to be. Deep into the corner. And we get that pass off too. Actually slow down for this corner this time. And we are going to enable overtake and take down Lando Norris. We're going to be alongside him as we come to the line.
That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Late brake, cut to the inside. We get the position. So now we set our sights on signs. Whoop, bit of squirrely there. It's now coming out of there. We're gonna have a bit of overtake, and we've got the DRS down the straight, but so does signs. Use a little bit more overtake. Are we gonna take him on the braking zone? We will. We got past him in the braking zone. Man, this is a hell of a drive. From 18th to 5th on track in just 2.5 laps. Up to Kvyat, who is just incredible, the fact that he's up here. And we get the pass done. And we get the DRS. A little bit of overtake here to get us way ahead of Kvyat and down into the braking zone of turn 1.
5.7 seconds.
We are looking at Charles Leclerc in 4th ahead of us in the Ferrari, which is doing incredibly well for considering their 2021 season. And we make contact because I'm talking and not paying attention. So I was saying, we are coming up to Leclerc now, whose Ferrari is doing incredibly well considering how 2020 actually went for them. Get a bit of ERS going as we're gonna go past him. Get the DRS down the backstretch. Late on the upshift there. And then we are clear of Charles Leclerc, setting our sights now on 3rd place, Bottas. Something tells me there's going to be a cutscene here at some point. I just feel it coming. We go down to the inside. Have a great corner there. Making up ground. Another great corner. Bottas is slow. Verstappen, as you look up at the top, is still in second place. Lewis Hamilton continues to lead this race. We're going to enable ERS, and we've got the DRS down the front stretch.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Ooh, a little wild on that attempt there. And we make a huge late dive to get around Bottas. And now coming up to the leaders.
Car in front is 3.5 seconds. You have P3. Verstappen is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 3.5 seconds. They're on old softs. Bottas is behind you. Less than a second separate you. They're on old softs. Our gap to first place is 4.2 seconds. Your pit window opens in 2 laps' time. 9 laps to go.
I love how on full traction you can kind of just skate around.
Tire condition is still looking good.
Lost my train of thought there, sorry. Still way behind the leaders. One thing I love about this, the updates and changes to this game, the throttle and the braking is just so much better than it was in the past game. The previous game, it was just really not sensitive at all. Now, you know, you're not flat on the throttle halfway down the pedal. Those two have got DRS on each other. We don't, so they are just driving away from us.
Front is 3.4 seconds.
What I was saying before is just the ability to skate around this corner, not really having to use much brake at all. Just kind of coast around it is beautiful. I love it. A little bit wide on the exit there, not as fast as I needed it to be.
In this lap,
All right.
push now.
We are pitting on this lap. I am still curious as to when things are gonna start going awry. Hey, we're in first place! Let's see if our pit stop can do us good. We will activate the ERS down the back straight. We are 2 seconds ahead of Bottas in second. Braking ever so slightly through the chicane on the back stretch. As we come up to these corners here. Down into fourth gear, we coast around the corner. And a long break there. A little bit to the inside, that curve, not great. Oop, missed. All right. And we are pitting. I'm curious to see where the leaders are on the track. If we will maintain the lead of this race. And I forgot about that part. Was not great. As we just gave up the lead because I'm not paying attention. See if I can save a couple seconds here. Was a little bit faster.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
All right. Not too far behind. We're within striking distance. That's a good complex through there. Got some more battery. We are catching the car ahead. These one lap fresher tires. They've got the DRS though that we don't have. Those bumps and curbs aren't going to help us with our speed any, but we are catching back up to Max Verstappen. Late on the change there. And we are now within 1 second of Max Verstappen, who had a huge crash today in the British. We are gonna have DRS down the front straight here.
Managing your tires. Manage your tires. We're leading our teammate by 22.4 seconds.
Just didn't give me the room on that one. Verstappen's gonna look to the inside. We're just gonna give them some more space here. Whoa, we go around the outside of Max Verstappen. We can't hold. He bumps tires with us. But we're gonna have the DRS down the back straight. Can we get...
The gap to the car behind is 6.6 seconds.
Go a little bit too far to the inside there. But Hamilton, half a second ahead. Just 4 laps remaining. 5 laps remaining in this race. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Skating. We hit a bump. Trying to avoid the inside curb there. We are on Hamilton's tail. This car should not be doing this. And we have the DRS down the front straight. We just can't make the move there. I didn't want to damage the car, but now we've got him on a cutback through turn 2. Braking late into turn 3. And we have the lead of the French Grand Prix in a racing point. This is incredible. In the year 2020, this car was nowhere near this fast.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Hamilton's coming back on me though. But I think I've got this race in hand. We are doing great here, guys. Skating through, avoiding the bumps that time. I maybe should have gone for a more difficult game than this. But hey. We are doing great here. We are 1.3 seconds up on Lewis Hamilton. Still now 2.3 seconds ahead. As we come into the chicane on the back straight. This gap is huge. Just a couple laps left in this race. I was not expecting this to be a full-length race. I'm really curious as to how this cutscene after this race is gonna go. With me potentially winning the French Grand Prix, starting in 18th position. Let's not forget that. Started in 18th. And set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. That's an extra point. Looking at 26 points for this race now. They were worried about not having any points. And here they are, 26 championship points. With just 2 laps to go. Now 3.4 seconds. Separate me from the leaders. Gonna have a little bit of battery discharge. Push it 3.5 seconds now, the lead over Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Your top 5 is myself, Aiden Jackson, Hamilton, followed by Max Verstappen, Valtteri Bottas, and Charles Leclerc, still with that Ferrari way higher than it should be in the 2020 season. We go over those curbs again, lose the car just a bit. Through the corners. Coming up on the penultimate corner here. Tight hairpin onto the front stretch. Bit of battery discharge as we come on to the final lap of the race here.
This is your final lap of the race.
I cannot believe it. I was going into this race expecting a cutscene.
3/10 a lap.
In just a second here, we will see where our teammate is on the track.
Hamilton behind. Our gap behind is 3.7 seconds. They're on.
That's not what I wanted.
Their tyres are 6 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 37.0. Gap to teammate behind is 38.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 14th. The time last lap was a 1:39.3.
Our teammate in 14th. Sorry about the poor driving there. I was trying to find that command. I cannot tell Jeff anything at the moment. So... And here we come, boys. We have done it. We have won the French Grand Prix. Number 1 for Aiden Jackson.
Congratulations.
A nearly flawless performance here then, and a commanding victory. Business as usual for the big three, but a bit of a reshuffle in the midfield here in France.
That's certainly much better from Racing Point. Frankly, they should be in the mix more often. On a good day, they're as good as anyone in that midfield pack.
And they've certainly proved it today.
All right, let's see what the cutscene has for us tonight.
The Racing
Today.
Point team will be very happy with today's performance and the final result. Another display of excellent driving and excellent teamwork, and a well-deserved first-place finish.
Get on, boy. Yes. I'd just like to thank the Academy, myself, my mum. All right. Now, what is going to be the cutscene?
Great work out there today.
Oh God, not Claire.
Aiden, congratulations! You got on the podium. That's a fantastic result for both you and the team. How are you feeling?
What can I say? I smashed it. Let's be honest, I was challenged and I delivered. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come for the rest of the season.
Well, it's such a great result, especially since it's your first season in Formula One. Would you say you found your feet now since the jump to F1?
Let's see, the result today shows I can handle an F1 car just as well as an F2 one.
I reckon so. I'd say the result today
This one
shows
just
I can
seems
handle
like
an
the
F1
most
car just
normal.
as well as an F2 one. No
So.
matter what people say. I think the team would agree with me.
So there's no current tensions within the team. That
Yeah,
you and Casper have locked horns so far this season. Is that something that's now behind you?
let's just no comment.
I can't really comment on that. I'm sure it'll be fine, but we'll just have to see what happens.
I imagine the veteran's not going to be happy with it. I was really hoping that I wouldn't be interviewed by Claire anymore. If Buxton or Jensen Button want to interview me, that's great. But Claire's annoying. All right. Got the win. Let's see, Buxton. What does Buxton have to say? Standing driving by the Racing Point rookie today. I'll answer you in a minute. I want to see what my adoring fans have to say. Alright, nobody I know in there. Well, from Mum.
Hey, Mom.
Hello, love. Just calling to say well done, as usual. You okay?
Thanks, Mom. Yeah, I'm good. Real good. I think I delivered today.
I thought so. And I think the neighbors probably
She's very
did too.
chill.
Couldn't stop shouting.
Oh, not again.
I'm so proud of you, Aiden.
Hey, it's Silverstone soon.
So does that mean you'll be home for a few days?
Probably. I'll try and get over for a day or two, either side of race weekend.
You know, Silverstone was always your dad's favorite track.
I know. You're still coming to the race, right?
Do you really think I'd miss out on the VIP treatment? Of course I'm coming. I just wish it wasn't on my own, you know?
Yeah, I know, but I'll be there. And I can't wait to see you.
Me too. Anyway, I won't keep you.
That's
I
nice.
imagine
It's
you
a
want
nice
to go
phone
and
call.
celebrate. Well done again. Love you.
Love you too, Mum. Speak soon.
That was a nice phone call. Just check my email. Really great driving today, Aiden. Really great. I've just got to say, seeing you get the podium is just fantastic. And the points are pretty welcome too. You're driving with such confidence at the moment, and I'm really happy to be the voice in your ear. I'd meant to say at the debrief, but it's great to see how you're improving, and even better to be a part of it. Well done again. It's all anyone on the team can talk about. From Brian. Aiden, just caught up on your interview with Claire. I want to say thanks. I know things can get tricky between you and Casper, but that was smart, deciding not to comment when asked how things are going between you. As my old mum used to say, if you can't say nothing nice, then don't say nothing at all. Cheers, Brian. I forgot to mention, I've got an interview to Trackside a couple weeks ago. Had a great time doing it. Maybe you've seen it. Colin, the guy that does it, mentioned he'd been trying to get in touch with you for a chat. You might want to have a word with your PA, as he says he's not heard much back. Anyway, I gave him your email address. Thank me later, you bastard. Okay, so I don't know if Brian's gonna try to call me again. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching on YouTube. I really appreciate it, and we'll get into chapter 4 next time.